So, weight rebounds after getting off or reducing the meds is a big topic in the GLP-1 space since it's a thing that can happen to people on standard doses. For microdosers, I also do think this is a concern and it's something I've been planning for. So, in this video, I'm going to go over my plan to maintain my weight loss after I hit my goal. And hopefully, this gives you some ideas on how to structure your own plan and not rebound. I'm Nico, nutrition coach microdosing tirzepatide to help control my binge eating and to lose some vanity weight. All right, so why do I think weight regained after stopping or reducing our GLP-1 is a problem for microdosers? When I reduce my dose, I predict my hunger and cravings are going to come back to some extent. And why do I think this? So at the end of the week, when my shot wears off, I get more hunger and food noise. It's why I take my shot every week or every 5 days in my case. Like I can eat a box of donuts right now at my current dose that I use to lose weight. So that means I can for sure eat a box of donuts when I lower my dose. Now, if I reduce my dose, then I can't rely on the GLP-1 to manage my hunger and cravings because I'm taking less, which is why I have to rely on other methods that don't involve taking my current dose amount. Hunger management and preventing rebounds is the main problem to solve after I hit my goal weight. A lot of people think successful weight loss is just losing the weight, but you also have to keep it off. Like no one wants to spend time, effort, and money on GLP-1s just to regain the weight over time. And weight rebounds aren't unique to GLP-1 users. It's pretty much always been a problem. There's a stat somewhere that says over 90-something% of people who lose weight regain it over 2 years. And it's probably similar to GLP-1 users who get off the meds without a plan in place. And the thing about rebounds is that it happens slowly, which is hard to notice. Like if I lost 20 pounds, I'm not going to regain it overnight, but I might over the course of like a year. And that's how most people gain weight in general anyways, over time, not overnight. Also, age is a pretty big factor. I'm 31 and there's a noticeable difference to how easy it is for me to gain weight compared to when I was younger, like in my early 20s. And I would argue I'm more active and on top of things now, mostly because I have to be. So once I lose the weight, it is in my best interest to not regain it because it will be even harder to lose it as I get older. And also the process of losing weight sucks. Most people want to lose the weight and keep it off, not lose it, then regain it, and then lose it again, and then regain it, and then so on. Now, if I can predict that I'm going to regain the weight, that means I can plan for it and prevent it. So what's my plan to prevent it? So my plan to prevent rebounds is actually pretty similar to what I did before microdosing. So I break up weight loss into 3 phases. 1 is the fat loss phase, and then 2 is the transition phase, and 3 is the maintenance phase. The fat loss phase is just losing weight and hitting our goal. This phase is generally pretty difficult to do, but with the help of GLP-1s, it's much easier. It still has its difficulties, but it's definitely not as bad compared to losing weight without a GLP-1 from my experience. The transition phase is when we go from losing weight to maintaining it. Here we get out of a calorie deficit and increase how much food we eat to maintain our weight. And when it comes to microdosing, this is where I plan on also lowering my dose, but I'll talk about that later. And like I said earlier, hunger and cravings and food noise is most likely going to come back to some extent since I'm taking less tirzepatide. So hunger management without the meds becomes more important here. The maintenance phase happens as soon as we feel confident that we can maintain our weight. This phase is what most of us want to be at after we hit our goals. And it's also the longest phase because after we hit our goal, we're in this phase for as long as we want and probably for life for some of you. This phase is also where most of the weight regain happens. And things such as eating habits and lifestyle changes that were made during the fat loss and transition phase, they get tested here. So to keep the weight off, we just have to continue to do the things we did to lose the weight, just to a lesser extent. I think most people focus too much on the fat loss phase. And I would say the transition and maintenance phase is just as important as the fat loss phase. Okay, quick recap. The fat loss phase is all about losing weight, and the transition and maintenance phase is all about keeping the weight off and preventing rebounds. Now let's talk about my plan for the transition phase. I think there isn't that much to talk about for the fat loss phase since GLP-1s make it easier. The only issue I've dealt with is figuring out my dose, side effects, and preventing plateaus. The transition phase is where I'm heading towards after like maybe 2 to 3 months at the time of recording. And when I'm there, I'm going to taper my dose and lower it slowly about maybe like every 2 to 4 weeks until I find my maintenance dose. And at the same time, increase my food to manage hunger and get out of a calorie deficit because I'm done losing weight. For example, let's say my dose is like right here and it's what I need to lose weight and I am eating this much food. When I'm in the transition phase, I'm going to slowly lower my dose and then increase my food to manage my hunger. So my main goal during the transition phase is managing hunger and cravings with less tirzepatide in my system since I can't rely on it. Now I'm taking these meds probably for life because I get a bunch of benefits from it, but I want to take as little as possible while getting the benefits I want. The benefits being less food noise and controlling my binge eating. I don't want as much appetite suppression anymore since I need to eat food to stop losing weight. And the dose I need to do that, I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out through experience. In terms of time, I'm assuming the transition phase will probably take about like 6 months total minimum. And I'm just being on the safe side. It can be sooner, but I won't know until later. I do believe the longer you spend losing weight, the more important the transition and maintenance phase is because hunger hormones can get crazy. If you've dieted for long periods of time, like for months, you might have noticed that you get more intense feelings of hunger and cravings. Now, these hunger and cravings are much less now that I'm on a GLP-1. So if I reduce my meds too fast or stop it completely, I think I will regain the weight. So that's why I'm slowly tapering off. So what happens if you skip the transition phase? Back in June and July of 2025, before I started microdosing, I spent 2 months dieting to lose 8 pounds. Then in August, I decided to stop dieting because August is my birthday month and I went on a cruise with my friends. So after the diet, my hunger and cravings were at an all-time high. And I thought I could be in a transition phase during this time, but I was wrong. Before the cruise, I partied, and here's a picture of me drinking, and you can see I'm just bloated full of liquor, just all in my midsection. And during the cruise, I just binged. On the cruise, we had breakfast at the buffet, lunch at one of the restaurants on the cruise, or one of the many restaurants, food when we docked, dinner at a restaurant back at the boat, second dinner at the buffet, pizza and appetizers before bed, and a ton of alcohol in between all of this, almost every day for like a week. Like I'm literally eating pizza in this picture. But yeah, when you're in the middle of the ocean with unlimited food and alcohol and cravings and hunger are high, rebounds are gonna happen. I regained 10 pounds in 3 weeks and it wasn't water weight or bloat, it was just all fat. I literally suffered and wasted 2 months of my life dieting just to regain it after 3 weeks. Yeah, this was just terrible timing and planning on my part and really what kickstarted my microdosing journey because I started taking a GLP-1 on August 26th, so right after the cruise. If I had to go on vacations or attend events, I would do it during the fat loss phase when I have a higher dose to keep me in check, or during the maintenance phase when I have my hunger management and my maintenance dose. I feel like the transition phase is risky because hunger hormones are high, and if you're in the process of reducing your dose, things can get unpredictable. So yeah, this is what happens when you skip the transition phase. Like I said earlier, people regain the weight over a few years, but I regained it and then some in like 3 weeks. So don't be like me and skip this phase. Okay, so after the transition phase is the maintenance phase. I know I'm in the maintenance phase as soon as I find the lowest dose that gives me the benefits I want. So less food noise and controlling my binge eating. I think the transition phase will require more effort because I gotta figure out the dose and hunger stuff. But once I'm good, then the maintenance phase should be easier. And this is when I officially say I'm done losing weight. The difference between the fat loss phase and maintenance phase is actually not much. What you do to lose weight is what you do to keep it off. So in a fat loss phase, to lose weight, I eat less food, move more, and take a higher dose of my GLP-1. Even if it's a microdose, my current dose is still high for me, technically speaking. During maintenance, I'll be doing the same things but slightly less, so I eat a bit more food to get out of a calorie deficit and into maintenance calories. I'm going to keep my exercise the same, but maybe lower my step count, and for dose, I'm going to take a maintenance dose, whatever that amount ends up being. Now, I actually don't plan on staying in the maintenance phase for too long. I want to put on some muscle, which means I need to eat more. This is a weight gain or muscle gain phase, but totally separate from this video. It's been my plan since I started microdosing, and I actually am considering doing another quick fat loss phase after maintenance and before I gain weight. But I don't know, we'll see where I end up in a few months. So yeah, this is my plan. I'm pretty confident some variation of this will work. The only thing missing is the details since I've never tapered off a GLP-1. But once I do get the details and the specifics, I'll make a video on it and share my experience with the transition and maintenance phase. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.